soldiered by bloods and villagers. Welcome to the Philosophy Show, where we open up our minds, explore morality, and, talk about each other's philosophies. We may, disagree here and there, but this is the show to do it on. I'm Tweezie the Don. I'm going to be guiding you through our discussion today, which is the power of habits. Inspired by the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, we're going to jump into the psychology of how habits pretty much determine your destiny. I'm just saying. Before we hop in there, though, I want to just holler at y'all, on some personal things. Normally I be here with my people's daddy Rich, but it's a snow day, so I'm going to talk to you about my weekend and how it's been going. I haven't been really out and about because I've been working on myself. I done changed up my eating regimens, and I just been really, really focused on my mind and my body and my relaxation, and it's really been coming to fruition. It's been really coming to fruition. I really, really feeling really, really good. A lot of things are coming into vision, so I'm very, very happy because of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm stepping back, looking at certain things from afar and understanding that a lot of things is just not for me. And that's reality. Coming to realize that some things are just not for me. And I'm happy with that. My career is going fabulous. It's going good, great. I got my van. I got a company van now. I'm doing a lot more. My position went up. I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? The business here is actually doing very well, and I'm happy because of that. I'm part of some great teams. Shout out to Village Global Network. Shout out to the Carondelet Food Patch. We making things happen. I got a big announcement coming a little later, but I guess I can tell y'all, I can tell you that. But with April 19th, the Florelia Fest is going down. We got the Carondelet Food Patch is sponsoring. We putting on a festival, an event. So y'all need to come down and support. You got Rena Phoenix performing. You have Heavenly performing. And you're going to have Daddy Rich, a.k.a. Richard Shaw Jr., doing some motivational speaking. And we also going to have Laura G and Laura B. They're going to tell you, they're going to give you some information about what's going on at the Carondelet Food Patches, which is going to be at 555 Herc Street, 63111, St. Louis, Missouri. You know what I'm saying? So come on down and check us out. I'll be your host, aka your organizer. So we're gonna make it do what it do, and I almost forgot we're gonna have the egg hunt. I almost forgot, but we're gonna have the egg hunt. So bring the kids. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they'll get to learn about what's going on at the food patch, and then they'll also win some prizes. You know what I'm saying? So come on out. They'll be entertained. It's gonna be a great time. So that's how my weekend been. And Valentine's Day, shout out to my queen Rena Phoenix. We had a great time. It was a great relaxing time. I had a great Valentine's Day. I normally don't celebrate it like that, but it's about the love. It's about showing love and getting love. So that happened, and I feel so great. So I hope everybody enjoyed their Valentine's Day, because I did. But with that being said, man, we about to go ahead and jump into our discussion today, the power of habit.
Yes.
talking about Think and Grow Rich, we're going to talk about the psychology of the habits and how they shape your future. So first question is, how do habits influence success and failure? Well, for starts, habits are automatic behaviors that dictates our results. So you need to know that. When you develop positive habits, it leads to discipline, while negative ones create obstacles. What are key success habits outlined in Think and Grow Rich? There are 4 key ones, starting with definiteness of purpose, meaning knowing exactly what you want. If you don't know what you want, then there's no reason you're going to be selling in the wrong direction, because you don't know what you want. You're just aimlessly drifting. You're aimlessly drifting. 2, faith and auto-suggestion. And what this is doing is training your mind for success. So you are constantly getting up, talking to your brain, talking to yourself, motivating yourself, having a faith. It's like you already walking it, but you also keeping your reality, keeping reality in your head, because you have to walk into it before you actually into it. Third one is specialized knowledge. That is learning and applying specific skills. You got to go read the book, because it explains the 2 different knowledges. It's general and specialized. And typically specialized is the one that's going to get you your riches. But go read the book. The last one is persistence. Staying committed despite obstacles. Gotta be focused, man. That is a very, 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 very important habit to have. And with that habit, it needs to be aimed somewhere, because you can be persistent in the wrong things. So those are the key success habits outlined in Think and Grow Rich. Definite of purpose, faith and auto-suggestion, specialized knowledge, and persistence. We're going to move to, how do bad habits sabotage success? Oh boy, can we talk about that? That is why I move like I move when I say I move accordingly. Procrastination is a killer, and people don't even be knowing they doing it. It's just part of their life. Fear of failure. Wow. You gotta know these things. Read this book and it will open up your eyes. I've been reading this book for years. I go back and reread it almost every year just to, see where I'm at in that book. I practice things in this book and I've gotten results. And procrastination really hasn't been a problem for me, but fear of failure has definitely been something that I had to unravel, that was in my subconscious and not, in my regular conscious. I didn't, I thought I was fearless, but, once you reflect and do some self-evaluation, you figure things out. And also negative self-talk, I was definitely one of those. And I thought I was just effing myself up. I wasn't doing it intentionally, but it does. Negative self-talk, you should check it at the door. And we can talk about how can you break bad habits and build better ones. Your mind is your computer. Your world is your stage. And you can tell what you're getting by what you're getting out your life. Identify triggers and replace negative behaviors with positive alternatives. Use repetition, accountability, and environment changes to reinforce new habits. Now, repetition, accountability, and environment changes to reinforce new habits. That is key. And environment changes to reinforce new habits. You have to put yourself in the environment. You can control your environment regardless of what people think. Are there limits to that? It all depends on you. Those are the limits. Daily habits that lead to long-term success. That's what you need. You need daily habits that lead to long-term success. Reading, goal setting, exercise, and surrounding yourself with high achievers. These are things that lead to a successful life. All right. Audience, Soldier by Bloods, Villagers, talk to me. What's one habit you've changed that made a big impact on your life? Drop it in the comments. We want to hear your story. Yeah, hey. Hey, what's up, Soldier by Bloods and Villagers? I hope that you learned something about habits and how they affect your success. Check out the book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. One of my favorite books that helped me out a lot. We're about to go ahead and ease on into one of my favorite segments. It's called Memoirs of a Forgotten Father. You can check them out on Philosofee Shows. I got about 6 of them out. You know what I'm saying? You can go back to the podcast and go to the segment and re-listen to them. Hey, I got at least 7 of them, so you can go back and do that. Do that for your boy, you know what I'm saying? Also, take up reviews, man. When you sit back, truly sit back and think, what is the purpose of life? What is your value? I ask myself these questions, tracing a path of my own pursuit, my grind, my vision of success, and then it hits me. Does any of it even matter in the grand scheme of things? That thought alone can weigh on you. Heavy, like a fog you can't quite shake. Because the truth is, we don't know. We can't know. And maybe that, the not knowing, is the very essence of life itself. We live within the boundaries of our own reality. But the moment we stretch beyond, reaching for something unseen, we step into the abyss, the unknown. And depending on how your mind works, that unknown could either be a place of endless possibilities or a trap of your own making. Because here's the thing. You create your own reality. If you convince yourself of something, it becomes the truth in your world, even when it isn't. And if you spend your days chasing shadows, reaching for something that shifts with every step, you will never catch them. So live. Live without searching for answers that aren't yours to find. There is guidance. Yes.
those who have walked before us? Yes. But their path is not yours. Their truth is not your truth. Everything shifts. Everything changes. The only thing that's certain is this moment right here. So embrace it. Live it. Because there are no answers. Only the life you choose to create.
Hey. Again, title, Living the Unwritten Path, Memoirs of a Forgotten Father by yours truly, Tweezie the Don. Hey, we about to go to a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hi, I am CEO of Louis Wood Production, Tweezie the Don. At Louis Wood Production, we specialize in bringing visionary content to life through cutting-edge media, production, and event management. Based in St. Louis, Missouri, we are dedicated to showcasing authentic stories, uplifting creatives, and giving a platform to artists, entrepreneurs, and entertainers who deserve the spotlight. Our work spans across music, podcasts, live events, and digital media in partnership with Village Global Network to ensure your talent reaches worldwide audience. What we offer: high-quality video and audio production, innovative podcast creation and management, artist promotion and development, event planning and execution. With over 8 years of experience, our team is passionate about fostering community, creativity, and connection. Whether you're an artist looking to amplify your voice or a brand seeking impactful sponsorship opportunities, Louis Wood Production is your one-stop shop for success. Let's create something extraordinary together.
Welcome back. We're about to go ahead and jump right into the hot seat, the hot topic of the day. And we'll be talking about good old Donald Trump, your president. You know what I'm saying? My president too. I'm just being, coy. But talking about President Trump and the judges. He put in a few judges, but he didn't put in majority of the judges. So he's trying to do these federal freezes, and it's kind of you whatever you're trying to do is messing up the normal system of how we get down.
Just moments ago, 1 week after a judge ordered the Trump administration to unfreeze federal spending and release all money, a judge says Trump hasn't followed his order. Scripps News legal affairs correspondent Abijoy Burnett is live for us right now. Abijoy, I know this is just coming down. Why is this judge issuing a new order in this case regarding government funding?
Hey there, Liz. Well, this judge says new evidence has been presented in this case to prove that there's a possibility that the federal government is not sending out the money that it's been ordered to send out. Remember, when President Donald Trump came back in office, one of his first executive orders had to do with putting a freeze on funding so that they could review how this money was being spent and to also ensure that fraud wasn't in play. But there were ripple effects with regards to this funding freeze. We started to report on issues with the Medicaid portal, for example, because that is something that many people started to report about there being an issue with. We also know that there were organizations across the United States that reported not being able to get the funding that they need because they operate sometimes on a week-to-week basis where they're able to pull down money from the federal government to provide vital resources, for example, help for people who have disabilities, for example. So what then happened is a group of attorneys general, a group of states sued the federal government in order to prevent them from putting this freeze of funding into play. And a judge in Rhode Island, a judge temporarily agreed with them, granted a temporary restraining order, which pretty much told the Trump administration that they need to continue to disperse that funding for all of these organizations that were affected across the United States. states. But then today we got word in this court order that was issued by this judge saying that he now has new evidence clearly from these states that the government is not sending out the money as they were ordered to do from this court order. I want to read a portion of what was written in this really short order, but it really highlights why the judge believes that there could be a constitutional issue here. He said the broad, categorical, and sweeping freeze of federal funds is, as the court found, likely unconstitutional and has caused and continues to cause irreparable harm to a vast portion of this country. These pauses in funding violate the plain text of the TRO, and the TRO means temporary restraining order. So once again, this judge issued a new order urging.
So I don't know what y'all heard from that, but sounds like Trump is doing exactly what his constituents voted him in there to do. And basically, we don't know if he's skimming off the top, but it's a lot of things that's going on that got to do with money when we talking about this administration, and it's been like that, you know. So I get that everybody feels that Donald Trump is a great businessman. I really differ on that. I think he just got a lot of power somehow, and that's how he's doing what he do right now. He know how, you know, he got that know-how. But as far as a real business person, I don't think so. And I don't care what nobody say. And if you feel he does, that's cool too. You know, I can't knock you for that. So won't y'all let me know what y'all think? Do you think that these judges are wrong for what they doing? Do you think the media should stay out of it? Do we even care that people are not getting the money that they are constitutionally supposed to get? You know, I'm understanding that this ain't the same America. We ain't really too fond of the Constitution no more. So it's like, what are we, you know, what to me, what Trump is representing is autocracy. Meaning, we're about to be getting, like, the things that we don't care about. You know how if you don't care about your arm or something and it'll fall off, or if you don't use something, I know you know, that ain't what I really mean. But some of these freedoms that we enjoy here that used to be enjoyed 20 to 40 years ago, they can start taking them away because you're not tripping off of them like that. You know, and that's, you know, maybe that's the way this is supposed to go. I don't know. I'm just saying, you voted him in, watch what he doing, okay? Because this could be your grandma and them, or you know, that this is affecting. That's all. We explored the psychology of what habits do to your life. You know, you can have bad habits and have an unsuccessful life, or you can have good habits and have a successful life. That's how we going. Whatever you consider good, whatever you consider bad, that's on you. But habits are going to dictate your destiny. I know y'all enjoyed the memoirs of a forgotten father. I appreciate y'all and the support. Thank you. And we also talked about Donald Trump and the judges' fight over the federal freeze. Let me know what y'all got to say about it. Drop them in the comments. Also, shout out to Village Global Network, Kimmy K and Senior G. It's all love, y'all. Shout out to all the supporters. We out. See you next time. Peace.
Goddamn club got where it starts too late. Overwhelmed by foo-foo. Too grown to play. Enjoy setting with freeze. Some real Uno. Skip, reverse, change the color, draw for more.
Now you don't see me, ain't no money, where you be at? Fuck, you gon' see me and they hate, where you be at? Now you don't see me as a sucker, where you be at? No, you don't see me if they trippin', where you be at? That part, that part, that part, that part. When I step up in the place, that's guaranteed money. A lot of smiles and grins, but I don't see nothing funny. Had to cut them clowns short. No, I don't play dummy. Setting up the table, cause I know the meal is coming. I don't fuck with who you fuck with, I don't see the point. If I'm smoking big blunts, why you rolling joints? Never leave.
St. Louis, we got something special for you. Vito's Dispensary now official in STL. Louiswood Production is the official retailer for Vito Vibes right here in St. Louis. Special deals, $25 for 3.5 grams, 2 for $40. Vito's Dispensary. Vito Vibes to STL. Get in on the movement. Get in on the deals. For more deals, go to www.vitosdispensary.net.
This show is sponsored by HB Promotions. Brunch and Laughing, Sunday, March 16th. Epic Events, granted. 11726 St. Charles Rock Road, Suite D, Bridgeton, Missouri 63044. For more information, call 314-281-0081. HB Promotion. Brunching and laughing.
All right. Good afternoon, St. Louis. It's 2 p.m. and you're locked into the Philosophy Show, where we challenge minds, explore morality, and have real conversations about life, money, and purpose. I'm your host, Tweezie the Don, and today we're diving into fundamentals to success, definitive purpose. Straight from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. If you don't know where you're going, you'll never get there. So let's talk about setting clear visions and moving with attention. Before we get into that, we got our special guest in the building, Helen Banks.
Hey, what's up?
From HB Promotion.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk about her journey, the importance of branding, and also her event that's coming up.
Yes.
Then we'll break down definitive purpose and how this concept is a game changer for anyone trying to level up. And of course, we got Daddy Rich coming through with straight out the book.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do my what is that? Memoirs of a Forgotten Father. But before we get into that, we're gonna go ahead and talk to Helen Banks. How you doing, Helen?
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, y'all?
How y'all feeling?
Ooh, man. Good.
Good?
Feeling good. Today is a good day.
All right.
Today is a good day. My son, they having their okay. They're having their football banquet today for Lutheran North. They won state this year for class 4.
Nice.
About that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be in the building for that. So we definitely had to bring them in before we step out that way.
Okay.
Yeah. And thank you too to y'all for all the love and support too.
Oh, no problem.
No doubt. There we go.
We are the village.
We are the village. And it takes a village. We all know that. All right. Helen, I know you've been on here before, but we still gonna, give us a little background on HB Promotion and let us know how it started, the inspiration and all of that.
Okay. So basically, I just really jumped out. I'm gonna say February of 23. So I had my first official brunch, and it wasn't a comedy brunch. I just had a brunch. anybody know me, they know that I'm used to getting people together and, you know, having a good time, you know, good company, good vibes, that kind of thing. So what I wanted to do was, you know, get some people together. So I did my first brunch, and it was really nice. About 70 people turned out in my salon, and it was really nice. The vibe was great. And my cousin, Mark Gregory, he's a comedian following in my Uncle Dick Gregory footsteps. He's doing his comedy phenomenal, really doing this thing. And he was like, you know, cousin, you should start putting together comedy shows. And I was like, you know, I really didn't really know or really wasn't familiar. So it was just like, you know, I'm like, I don't really know about it. But a lot of people's like, yeah, because, you know, people, you got a lot of people that support you. So I had my first official comedy show September the 24th, 2023. Headliner Kenny Howe, amazing, legend. Willie Lynch, Willie C, Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
Yeah, she's so funny. She's like so funny. She is so funny.
Yeah.
Precious J.
Shout out
So
to Precious
they
J.
were they were the first comedy show that I did, and shout out to them for, you know, jamming with me for my first show and everything like that. And so it was just really good. Second show, had a lot of love and support. Had Kevin Tate, Jovan Bibbs, Jason Jenkins, D. Ellis out of Dallas. Kevin Tate, you know, he from Detroit, but he in Cali. My cousin Mark Gregory, and who else was there? I said Jovan, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, and Lady Ree hosted it. Y'all know Lady Ree, superstar. St. Louis own, St. Louis finest.
No doubt.
So it was a real nice show and just had really, really dope vibe, really good turnout. And I'm blessed to be able to put 11 shows together since September the 23rd, 2020. You good. But what I do want to speak on is, give me a few seconds to get on here. I'm trying to fix this. I got these little diamonds on this phone. Got me struggling over here. Look, I'm turning the phone off.
Don't turn it on.
But so I do want to speak on a situation towards HB Promotions, because I think a lot of times people don't realize that no one is perfect. No one is perfect. And if you're perfect, let me know how to be perfect. Okay? I just want to know how to be perfect, because I know I'm not perfect. And we've all went through things. So last year, I booked a show for my birthday show. And I had several like phenomenal comedians come out, and the sales just didn't do well at all. It didn't do well at all. And but either here or there, they came, they did a job, they did what they supposed to do, and they supposed to get paid for it and everything. And so with me, with the show, I had just found out that I had to move out of my salon location. It was just a really emotional, really learning experience for me, because I had lost so much, invested in the show, had to find me another salon location. And so with the comedians that were on the show, I, you know, let them know, I'm like, hey, you know, this is the scenario, this is the situation, you know, work with me on being able to pay you the back end. I made sure that, you know, I communicated with them, let them know everything. It wasn't nothing in the dark. It wasn't I'm dodging your calls. I wasn't answering your texts. It wasn't anything. And, you know, you guesstimating, okay, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. But it was kind of lingering out more with me trying to find another salon location, the amount of money that I had to put in finding another location. And then I'm a single mother of 8 children. So my personal life don't have anything to do with my business, but I am going to say this. I was at like a like such a minimal financial input, and I had a greater output, but I still didn't give up. Okay, and so I'm communicating with these gentlemen. I'm letting them know everything, and I say, hey, just give me a minute, give me time. I got you, and it's please let me be clear. No one should have to wait on their money when you've made an agreement to be paid.
True.
Let's get that out in the open. Okay. And so that was the scenario. So once things finally started looking up in some kind of way, I found another salon space, communicated with them. Well, then one of the comedians went to social media and, was speaking on the situation and it was a lot of derogatory things that were said. And that's fine because you can't tell a person how to say, hey, I did the work, I need my money, or, the level of respect or disrespect, right? But when it gets to a point to where the professionalism is out the door, and it's like, okay, now, I'm steady communicating in this manner, but you coming to me aggressively, and like we all adults.
Yeah.
So, let's try to keep that communication, open. Not one time didn't answer, not one time didn't respond. But now when we get to the level of disrespect, it's like, nah, I can't respond to that. I can't do that.
Right.
Because I'm delivering you respectfulness, and now, you have people responding on the text, we should call the kids' school, somebody, it was just so much. Oh man, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
I saw that too.
Yeah, it was a lot. And I have so many good people that support me, and it was a lot because I'm going to say this. First of all, I hold myself accountable. See, I'm not that kind of person that's going to say, no, whatever. It is this. It's done. You ain't getting nothing. No, I don't move like that. I don't move like that. I've been in business as a salon owner for 7 years, and I teach my children, which I have 8. I have 6 sons, 2 daughters. I'm doing this by myself. So, out of September the 23rd, September the 24th, 2023, till November last year, I put on 11 shows. One show, I had a sponsorship on those shows. One show out of 11 shows. I independently put my shows together. I independently paid everyone's deposit, paid them the final payments, besides that July 2 shows that I booked. And the reason why, now originally, they were paid for the first show. So, in my mind, because of the way that I think, I'm like, this is a dope lineup. I had Zach O'Ryan, he's really good. Bodacious, the comedian, he's extremely funny. Lady Ree was hosting one day, and then I had my cousin Mark Gregory, he was the headliner, and then who else? AJ Foster, DJ Shay Money, DJ one day, and I think DJ Direct. I think he DJ'd one day. But, I switched up the lineup and everything, and I had one show for my birthday that Saturday night, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time talking about it, but then I had one show that Saturday night and the brunch that's Sunday. And so, like I said, I let them know, I'm like, hey, just work with me, and I'll start to do this and this and that. And you have somewhere to stay. You staying at the Crown Plaza. I didn't know that the Crown Plaza was dirt road because that's what the article said. So, and I was just like, and I didn't really want to really go too far in depth about it at the time because I was still mentally and emotionally healing from me having to leave my salon. I found out July the 5th that I had to be out my salon by August the 1st after going into my 7th year. That's all they said. We got to be out. Now, the emotional part of it is my mother helped me get that salon before she died. So, forget the money. This is a piece of something that my mother helped me before she left her. Something that I value. I'm going into my 7th year. I'm proud of myself. I'm doing, and you taking it from me. So, then I got this coming along, and please understand, one thing that I do not do is I stand firm when I say accountability. So I hold myself accountable for my mistake. I hold it. They should have been paid their back end. Boom, flat out. The level of disrespect was just it was wrong. Yeah. And so you can't take back all of that you said, and I can't take back what I did. So I have to correct that. But the words that have been transpired through social media, through people that follow them, through everything like that, that's how they feel. That's how you feel. But I don't have to entertain it. The only reason why I'm even speaking about it today, because so many people were questioning, like, well, are you still a hair professional? Do you still do hair? Yes, I do. That is my numero uno passion. I'm very passionate about looking at people and let me slay you. That's my passion.
No doubt.
I stepped into being a promoter just head first. I'm like, I like getting people together. I want them to laugh. I want them to have a good time. And I mean, when I tell you I've been blessed to work with some heavy hitters in that time frame. I brought Bruh Man from the 5th floor, Kenny Howell. Oh, shout out to Kenny Howell. I love him. He gave me my first chance as a promoter to be my headliner. Shout out Tony Schofield, B Flat, D Ellis out of Dallas. Let me see who else. Kevin Tate. All St. Louis comedians I've had. Let me see. Jovan Bibbs, Jason Jenkins, DeAndre, Rome the comedian, DeAndre Petty, Smoogie, who else I had? OJ Lamont out of Chi-Town, from the Labor Day show. Remember they showed out. Dave Jones.
What about the female?
Who else? Mary Jane, Precious J. Oh, Natalia Monroe. She killed it. Yeah, she kills it every time she get on my stage. She's such a beautiful person. Like, she just has such a genuine quality about herself. Lady Reach, just a beautiful person. I've been knowing her for years. But just to name a few people that I was blessed to put on my stage, that I independently put and did myself, my own money. And I'm proud of myself. Yeah, I made a mistake, but I'm not going to take away the blessing that I've been given of doing it and doing a pretty good job so far.
No doubt.
So we have to stop trying to tear each other down to the point to where you don't look at, you make a mistake, forget all the positive you did. Everything positive, it go in the trash. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. Like anything positive that you've done, soon as you mess up, it's in the trash. Come on now.
Yeah, that's
and I wanted to do, and I was originally having a Valentine's Day. That was the show I was really originally gonna do, but I scaled back and say, well, I'm going to have this So St. Louis show March 16th. And then I was kind of in doubts about this, too, as well. I'm like, you know what? I really just want to go ahead and get all this business. So now that I got my salon, I'm this and that. Then I say, you know what? I want to put on the show. I want to have some laughter. Plus, the headliner, I've been paying him. Ben paid him his, deposit, did my end, what I supposed to do. And I'm like, he like, you want me to send it back? No, because I might want to book you later.
Right.
So while people question, like, well, you steady putting on shows, but you still ain't paid them. No, I've paid a few of the comedians that I owe the balance from the July show.
Okay.
And I will say this, everyone will be paid.
Yeah.
Everyone will be paid. I'm not ducking you. I'm not dodging you. But please understand, I am a woman, I am a lady, and I respect you as men and as your profession, and I apologize for my mistake. I apologize. But you have to really understand, some people don't give a care.
Yeah, no.
Some people just like, get it out the mud. Yeah, what you gonna do? You understand what I'm saying? I got 6 sons, so I want my sons, and I have 2 daughters. I want them to know, like, look, my mama she hold herself accountable. She hold us accountable.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm so proud of everything that I've done, and when I say this, I am thankful and appreciative of every comedian that blessed my stage. Thank you for the opportunity, because yes, I'm paying you, but you came and delivered funny. You delivered it. Because then I would have felt like I could have kept my money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It takes me to say, hey, you know what? I'm really, you really got me a treat. Come here. I want to put you on the stage. I got a show. It's not easy.
No, it's not.
And I've been doing it by myself. Shout out to Marvin and Tamara Terrell for sponsoring my show. Pretty Pop. That's my girl. Pretty Pop. She is amazing. Her husband. I'm speaking it. Your husband. They are such a beautiful couple, and just their energy is just unmatched. Just shout out to my homegirls, Rhoda, Sharon, Kay Cobbs, Kanisha, my sister. I love you. Shout out to, I just have, please, if I don't mention your name, I love you, and I'm telling you, my girlfriend, Audrey Black. It's just so many people that just step forward. My brother, DeAndre Banks, my brother, Lab Boss, Richard Brown, his fiance Ty. Ty, that's my girl. She's straight solid. Yeah. And people don't realize, like, it doesn't matter if you talk to me every day or if you talk to me every other day or 10 years from now. If I got love for you, I got love for you. It don't change. Mm-hmm. It don't change. I appreciate you. But if I make a mistake, I'm going to hold myself accountable. Mm-hmm. But you trying to drag me in the mud, and then you looking for me to respond like, come on now, baby, I'm 48 years old. I am a mother and a woman, and I'm going to handle myself in the limelight of a lady constantly.
Oh, baby.
And, I just wanted to speak on that. Please understand, I apologize to the comedians. You will definitely get your money. Thank you for your patience, your professionalism, coming out, doing the show, doing your thing. But please know you will definitely get your money.
No doubt.
And that's all I'm going to say on that particular situation.
Okay. Hey, this the place to air it out.
We got to start showing each other grace, man. Mm-hmm. The same thing we want the Father to show us.
Talk to him.
Let's show each other some grace, especially if these are stand-up individuals.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
mm-hmm.
No doubt.
Ever since I've known you, you've been stand-up.
Thank you.
And I can speak to that.
Thank you.
And as well as you too, Tweezie. Y'all been stand-up 100 solid with me. And helping me in areas. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Y'all don't know that I look at y'all like, man, if I was to do it, I want to do it like Tweezie. I want to do it like HB. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, man? Yep. And, man.
And remember, we talked about that, though. Remember how we said how we pour into each other?
Yeah.
This is what people don't understand. Like, people look at you and influence you, or you influence them. We are pouring into each other. And that's what a lot of times society is missing in some areas, not realizing how we pouring into each other. You see something on social media, it's I might try that. You see a gentleman come in here, like I told you, Tweezie come in here, he's suited and booted. Somebody else, look, now my son go to the tailor you go to. You say, you seen my son play? We want to do something nice. Y'all dress him down, game is this is what I'm instilling in anybody that I'm intertwined with, period. It ain't about no circle. If I'm encountering with you, what I tell you, hey, look, I got some time. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want you to do this, and that. We communicating about business services, and then you also, and when I tell you, I want to say this. Thank you so much. When I reached out to you, I said, look, I'm canceling the show. I'm this and that and all that. The first thing he did was send me some encouraging words, because you didn't even know what I was going through. It don't matter. I don't care what nobody said. Let me tell you something. Social media does not define Helen Banks.
Talk to him.
It does not define me.
Man.
Nobody gonna run me from social media. Nobody gonna run me to go somewhere else, go do something different. If I'm gonna stand I'm gonna stand on business.
All day.
That's it. This ain't that, baby. This ain't that. I'm real about what I do. And I want you to know, thank you. Because it took everything in me to be like, oh, I don't want, but I had to. And I'm really been on the fence with this show. Yeah. And I mean, seriously, I've really been on the fence with this show. And I said, okay, I'm just trying to walk in my purpose.
As you should.
But please don't ever think that I think I'm perfect. That I think that I'm not, that I'm above anybody else. Baby, I make mistakes. Understand, I am a single mother of 8 children, 6 boys, 2 girls, and I get out here and get it to make sure they good. And believe me, I am not doing this all by myself. I have people that look out for my kids all the time. My son doing what he doing in football. My daughter doing what she doing in soccer. My son doing what he doing in football. My Trey Banks, Quavon Jefferson. I know he just committed to Sacramento State. The coaches, people, my homegirls, these coaches, mentors. I have people that really look out. Sometimes I might not have it, and they'll step up. Coach Greg, ESA Flight, they always showing my kids love. Always. It ain't no favoritism. It ain't nothing, because my loyalty defines who I am. That's what I love about Helen Banks. See, you can't change my loyalty. You can't shake me up. I don't move like that. Let me tell you something. If one person buy a ticket from me, I'm going to be thankful about that. Man. Of course I want it to be sold out. Of course. But if only one person do it, I'm good, because that one person said, you know what? I want to come and support her. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes I can't always get out, but I share people information. I share, because I know I can't always get out in the field and go attend your show, go attend this or go attend it. But I'm definitely, I'm speaking on it. I'm telling people, I'm communicating it, and I don't want to keep on, I don't want to take the time up and everything, but this real life. We gotta stop. With all the disrespect when people basically fuck up. Because it's big business, it's big people. All this, they make mistakes and you keep on going. Yeah. But I made a mistake, and as a woman, I'm telling you, I'm speaking it. I'm not asking you to feel sorry for me.
Right.
I'm not asking you to give me anything less than respect.
That's it.
Because how I've communicated with you the entire time is respectfully. That's it. And I think that's what people don't get. They don't get. You know what I'm saying? It don't take all of that. Yeah. It don't take all of that.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because you're saying it was a mistake. When you do these shows, you can't really dictate the sales.
Yeah.
And if the sales don't come in, then that's not truly a mistake. That's just a situation that some people ain't messing with you on, and that's kind of wrong, because I get it, but if on my end, if that was me, you wouldn't have heard from me. I would have spoke to you under like I should, but you wouldn't have heard from me on no damn social media.
No.
That's just not how we do things.
And I think that's what a lot of people, they don't understand. They don't understand that. They don't understand the professionalism of like, hey, look, you said you did this, you did that. Well, forget all that. You know, I need to talk to your kids. They were literally, I mean, people were really coming for my children, saying so much. Man, it was just so bad. But, baby, you not taking my joy?
Right.
What you thought that was gonna make me be something different? What you
Right.
thought, baby?
Right.
It ain't about nothing because I get up and I open my eyes when God allows me to open my eyes, and I close them when God allowed me to close them.
You hear me?
I'm not no better than nobody else.
Yeah.
So
You special though.
you see what I'm saying? So
Believe
what's
that.
the problem? So you know, that's just what it is. You know, I think people gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop and recognize when you doing too much. You gotta stop and recognize that. You know, it's a such thing as doing too much.
It is.
It is. It's a such thing as doing too much. It really is. And you know, I just wanted to touch bases because I know how that is. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know how that goes. I know how you feel certain type of ways and people feel certain type of way, but you know, come on, deliver the respect. Deliver the respect, because if I talk to you in this way and then you looking at me like, hold on, this and that. Nah,
Right.
come on now.
Yeah.
You know, come on now, because now, how much longer you think I'm going to let you keep saying this or this and that and all that? No, come on. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
where we keep it at
You know?
until we fix it.
I kind of feel some type of way when you go after the kids, man.
Come on, man.
Like, if they don't really know what Daddy Rich mean, that's what Daddy Rich mean. You will not be going after these kids. I don't care who you is.
Yeah.
Man.
Don't
Yeah.
go after these kids, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will defend every single one of them.
Talk to her, bro. Talk to her.
Right. Right.
All
Right. For
right.
sure. Yeah.
Let's talk about the actual event that's coming up, so the people can know.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
know.
so let's get it cracking. We got let me see, I got a flyer. Right, where's it? I know I got a flyer. So March 16th, we got Cleon the comedian in the building. Rome the comedian. Who else? DeAndre Petty. DeAndrew Petty. DeAndrew Petty. We got Tenario Brown. He's hosting it.
Shout out to Tenario.
Good dude. He fun. You know, Tenario is funny. You know, that's the one with the dreads.
I know
He's
Tenario.
super funny.
That's old boy's son.
Darius,
Yeah,
yeah.
Darius.
Just lost
Yeah,
Darius Bradford.
yeah, and
Condolences to him, man.
condolences to the family and everything.
What happened?
Yeah,
Darius Bradford lost Darius Bradford Jr.
lost his son. Yeah,
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I see it on social media.
Condolences to y'all from the Philosophy Show, man.
Yeah, cause you never know. You never know what's going on. You never know. That's why you gotta open your mind to bigger and better things. You know, it's not good to tear people down because you don't know what somebody's mental state is.
True that, man.
You know, when and you know, I've spoken on this. So my Uncle Dick, and he's a legend. It doesn't matter,
No doubt.
living or in death. You know what I'm saying? In life or death. He's influenced the world in a different way. Just a powerful man. And, you know, that's my uncle. That's my great uncle. So I've been around him, seen him, but it was a blessing to also see the influence, right? So, he passed 2017. My grandmother passed on the day of his funeral, 2017. My grandmother, his sister. A year later, my mom passed, 2018. 7 months later, my only sister passed, 2019. Then, 2021, my grandfather passed on his 93rd birthday. So, you know, the blessing that came out of everything, when my mom passed September the 10th, 2017, the very next day, September the 11th, 2017, I had a stroke, but it's called Convergence syndrome because it mimics a stroke. It's due to stress. So my body just shut down, and I found out I was pregnant with my 6-year-old daughter. So I was in the hospital for like 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. So we couldn't have services for my mom because I was a POA and everything. And just with all this happening and with them telling me, hey, I had to be out of my salon, like I said, and it's such, you tell us July the 5th, we got to be out by August the 1st, and this going into my 7th year. So it wasn't even about the money. It was just so much sentimental value that it really put me in shock mentally and emotionally. And so you don't know where some person's mind state is. You see what I'm saying? You don't know. You don't know what somebody going through. You don't know.
That's real.
16-pad ring. You a fool for this. You know I had to go get the Steppa, right?
We talking God shit. Who you with when life is limitless? You built the strip simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God. We talking God shit. Who you with when life is limitless? You built the strip simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God. In the beginning that was light, so I was let's be friends. But at the end of the night, it was by my ends. I'm on the ground with my grind. You can't deny that I'm great. The only thing you can do is up the level on hay. Trump supporters want to clean our plates. Disguise the debate. Killing the late. We on the slate team. And we ain't talking about holidays. Not for gunplay, but money making their way. But if you wanna take it thorough, we can make it rattle. We prepare the cattle, and we our best at battle. They said I was gossip when you brought me in this, but it's my everyday struggle that got me this. It was my mama on welfare, my daddy on crack rock. The grind don't stop. I was raised by hip hop. This one for the culture, black excellent hood nurture. We was raised with virtue. It's our time to take over. God shit. Who you with when life is limitless? You built the strip simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God.
Back inside the lines then, put the paper to pen. We form Voltron, legal women and men. Destroying competition with a devilish grin. Set the pace in the race, cause we winning again. We the best, Midwest, house blessings bestowed. Dominate the interstate, so these suckers will know. You can't penetrate or integrate, the dungeon is closed. Okay, we liquidate, now you're living exposed. Technique, when we speak, rap rugged and raw. Transparent and translucent, going bar for bar. Right, like 2 wheels on the back of a car. Like tight, like vice grips on the lid of a jar. We haven't sent, pay the rent, courtesy of the team. It's inevitable, how we severing dreams. It's commendable, how we stepped on the scene. We separating God shit from your devilish schemes.
We talking God shit. Who you with when life is limitless? You built the strip simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God. We talking God shit. Who you with when life is limitless? You built the strip simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God shit.
Yeah, God shit. Great orderly direction. Showing you how intelligence triumphs. God shit.
I don't know if this is good or bad. I don't know yet. But let's listen.
Of America and for the good of the world. I'm aligned with the world, and I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred, and I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way. So that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I will respond to this. So look, For 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014
2014.
and 2014.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was
he killed,
not here.
Yeah, but
that's exactly right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, yeah, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed with him with gas contract. Gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
that.
You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on
position
this
to
question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly what
this.
you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having
I'm not playing
cards.
cards.
Right now, you don't.
I'm very
You're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're gambling.
All right. So, I've never seen nothing like this. And then the way JD, I just don't like this guy. You know, he's a smuck. I don't like him, man. And y'all are disrespecting him. I haven't heard him disrespect y'all yet. Y'all having a talk. Y'all the one who got the media in here, not him. This our country, right? Who let them in there?
We did.
Most times they have these type of conversations. It's not in front of the media. That was a spectacle that J.D. Vance and Trump, orchestrated.
We tried a little boy. Wasn't no respect a part of that. And then they asking them questions that they don't let them answer. And then, even if you ask a person a question and you don't like the answer, still show a mutual respect to disagree.
Please.
But don't ask a question that you're not going to let me answer. Just because you don't like the way I answered it.
Man.
That's crazy, man. It was no respect in there, man. And this supposed to be one of our allies, right?
Correct. Well, we supposed to be their ally. And were one of our allies.
So you would think it's a certain level of respect that's gonna be there, and it wasn't.
No.
On no level. Like.
So, and I'm gonna say this. This is what people voted for, and y'all, you know, Zelensky said something very important that Trump tried to suppress. Oh, you might do feel it. You know, that's how you with Trump. When I peep how he, like with the questions he asked. It's like when he said the time, 2014. He was thinking in his mind when he was in. He was like, oh yeah, 2000. Oh yeah, I wasn't there, but you was there after that. And like you said, you're there now.
That's two 4-year terms.
Yeah, and then don't forget Biden, because the question that was what Zelensky was saying was, y'all talking about diplomacy, we did that, and look what happened. That's what he was saying. Yeah. He wasn't talking about what Trump was talking about, but that's what Trump was thinking.
He was trying to deflect.
Yeah.
It didn't happen when I was there.
Yeah.
But and since it didn't happen, you've been there twice.
You've been there twice.
So now, double down on it makes you look worse. And now you're picking the side of dictatorship and authoritarianism.
Authoritarian, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, this looks bad, man. And it goes back to, I remember seeing a post that Eric Trump made. We ain't playing this time.
Yeah.
And you're going to toe the line.
Yeah. I saw
But
that one.
he didn't put a name on it. So when you don't put a name on it and you speak broad like that, you talking to everybody.
Yeah. That's how we gonna take it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, hey, I'm gonna say this to y'all, man. Get your affairs together. Like I said, I don't know if this good or bad. You know, I've had a whole mind shift on America, because from what Trump and J.D. Vance and all his followers has done has put American Constitution and everything in question. You can litigate it now.
Everything's in question.
Everything in question. So that's kind of, I mean, I don't know if that's good or bad. That's what I'm going to say. I don't know. You know, so, hey, I say get your affairs together.
For unpredictable, unexpected, all the uns.
All the people done been fired. People that voted for him, done been like pushed out of their jobs. This is real.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, I know for, like, I done been putting out little nuggets and, you know, information. They skimming off. If you don't know, that President aura only has, I have respect for that position. I have not the person that's in it, or whatever. But for that position, I'm going to respect that. But as that person, and then they skimming off the top, man. You know they y'all talk about people stealing from y'all,
man.
And y'all got the most stealingest people in there. They go straight to the money and start.
Nothing else matter. Went straight for the money. And while between his first term and him getting to his second term, we've talked about this. And we stated he is setting up himself and everybody who's in that little fraternity, let's just say, to be good way after he's out of there.
Way after.
They're going to benefit from everything while he's in there and after he's done.
Pretty much.
He's setting them up for the long haul.
Yeah, and hopefully, that's why I'm waiting till his last term. That's really what I'm, waiting on. Well, I say his last term, this last year, to see if he's going to leave.
That's still a possibility. That's still on the table.
I know.
Until we see him get on the chopper.
Man, because, I doubt if J.D. Vance get elected, that's why I don't even want to speak nothing. Because you don't know, this country, I don't know what's going on.
It's unpredictable.
It's
right
unpredictable.
Now. And it's a powder keg.
Yeah.
We're sitting on the powder keg.
Yeah. So, what y'all think, man? Let us know. Do you think that was a power move? You think it was the right move? It looked ugly to me, and I get people voted Trump in because they believe he's a good businessman, and y'all think, with the negotiation and all that, that's him. That's typical him, what he was doing. I don't think, and it's just my opinion, I don't think you treat our country like a fucking, excuse my French, I don't think you should treat our country and our people like a negotiation and like a business. Not our country. You know what I'm saying? But you got voted in. I gotta respect the people who got you in there. I respect the position that of the president, and I hope you're doing the right thing. I am pro-Ukraine. I'm not pro-Russia. So that's my feelings about it. I'm pro-freedom. Let me say that.
Yeah.
I'm pro-freedom and I'm pro-democracy. I rephrase that. And much love to the Ukrainians too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even the people in Russia, it's some people. I don't know if y'all remember. I'm gonna get that clip too. The dude from I forgot, what is his name? Vladimir Putin. Is that his name? I might be tripping. The president of Russia killed this one guy who was an opposition to him.
Oh.
Yeah, like this was
Vladimir
big
Putin.
news. We don't.
Man.
That ain't what we on.
Back in the competition, man. That's some street stuff, man. Right there.
Right.
That's some for real. Taking out the ops.
Sliding
on the ops.
For real.
That's what he's on.
And that's who Donald Trump. That's his boy. And I'm gonna bring the clip because he had a Russia meeting too, and it didn't go nothing like that. Nothing like that.
It sure wasn't on national TV.
So all I'm saying is, again, I don't know if it's good or bad, but it smells like rotten fish.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. All
day, man. Key takeaways, man. We about to go ahead and get up out of here, man. I want to give a special shout out to Helen Banks. She came through and dropped
Productions,
some. Man, she dropped some. I like people who come on here and feel comfortable with talking to us like that, man. I appreciate the gems she dropped and the personal, strong stories she was saying.
Yeah, them testimonies, man.
Them testimonies means a lot.
That's it.
Hopefully y'all like and got some takeaways from the definite purpose.
Yeah.
Hope y'all liked. Shout out to Daddy Rich for the Straight Out the Book.
Yeah, straight out the book. We in here,
man. Hey, we'll have some hot topics next week. Oh, we got another guest next week too. We got guests next week and the week after. We got some artists coming in here, man.
Okay.
Some young male artists.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Shout
man.
out to Tweezie the Don. We gonna be celebrating 314 Day on the hillside at BB's.
Yeah.
Pull up. 314 Day.
And that's why, hey, I'm saving, drinking. I ain't gonna smoke, but cause I'm fasting this month off the marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Last month I started fasting off the alcohol, and I ain't drank nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? And I like it. I truly do like it.
Up.
So, but I looked it up. I can drink 3 drinks, and then like fast again for a month. It takes like a month or so to clear your whole system out of that stuff. So I don't really want to drink on a regular. I just want to drink socially, but not even like I ain't gonna say once a month. I want to
just celebratory.
There you go.
Celebratory.
That's how I want to drink. And like smoking, I got to do this month first before I can smoke again. And I don't know. Only reason like I don't want to smoke and drink is because, and this is for everybody, it suppresses your REM sleep. This is facts. Look up what your REM sleep controls and do, and then think about that. You know what I'm saying? And the first time I did it, you know, what it does when it, like, how can I say it? With the REM sleep, that's where you remember your dreams. You still dream, but the REM sleep is when you can remember them. So when I get off, like when you fast or get off of it, detox, you start remembering your dreams more. You know what I'm saying? And I wanna dream. I actually do, because them dreams be telling me stuff.
Yeah, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? So that is the real reason why I'm fasting. And it's a health thing, you know. But I like my dreams.
And come on through the new Vito's dispensary.
Please do.
Yeah. Get at it.
This is all day 3.5s for $25. I got Gorilla Glue and I got Runts Mints right now in Inspire. I got to smoke it before I stopped, before I started the detox. And my first customer, shout out to Ray Lay Down the Truth and Tony.
Yeah.
They can vouch. They said it was fire.
Shout out to Ray Lay and Tony.
Yeah, they got that Gorilla Glue. So, I think they got the Gorilla Glue. They was going to get the Runts Mints, but they'll be back for that. What else? Yeah, March 14th, 314 Day.
Yeah, 314 Day. We celebrate
all day, man. Hey, it's going down.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We'll tune in next week, man. We signing off.
Yeah. It's the philosophy with the council.
About that happened to you this week or anything?
I don't know. When I had did a show on 314 Day.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't 314 Day. It was the day before 314 Day.
Oh,
I rocked out.
Okay.
I rocked out. The whole club came to the front of the club.
Oh,
that's what's up, man.
The whole club.
What club was you at?
I was at Republic. The old ambassador.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
That's what's up, man.
All right, Foreign Steppa stepping on them, baby.
In the building.
All day. Well, you know what, man? We finna go ahead and jump into.
Last night.
Oh, go ahead.
Last night I went to the Marquee. My little cousin Terrence, he had this little party down there.
Yeah.
I had wound up tapping in with DJ YB.
Okay.
I had sent him a song. When I sent it to him, he played it twice.
Oh.
Okay.
That's what's up. At the Marquee?
At the Marquee, we turned up.
Oh, that's a win.
Hold up. Let me see. Let me look for some.
Hey, that's a win. Foreign Steppa in the building, y'all.
That's what we like to hear, man. All right. Well, we're going to jump right into the interview, man. And hopefully we try not to be like everybody else. That's why we don't allow smoking and drinking and all that stuff on there, because we don't represent that. You know what I'm saying? We do mess with our younger with our young G's, because we want to set a better example. We ain't telling you to change your ways. We just telling, we want to give you another example of what's going to happen. We OGs, man, so hopefully, you know, well, ain't no hopefully. When you become an OG, you'll be the same example to the younger G's. All right, man, so let's talk about your journey. What sparked your passion for music, and what's been driving you lately?
Honestly, I had, when I was young, probably like 10, 11, me and my cousin, I got a cousin that's like close to my age. We used to be doing like a little freestyle thing.
Okay.
Like we'd smoke some little weed, and we'd freestyle.
Yes, sir.
Acapella, or we'd go on the beat or something. But when I was doing it, I really didn't take it serious. It was like awesome. I was rapping because I knew how to rhyme.
Okay.
So I was really pretty much manifesting what I was rapping. I ain't gonna say I was lying, I was manifesting.
I get what you're saying.
So at that time, I really didn't take it serious. I just knew I could. I got locked up one day, and when I was locked up, I was trying to write a book about what happened pertaining to me getting locked up.
Okay.
So when I did that, I let somebody read like 3 or 4 pages. He's like, bro, this sound like a rhyme. This sound like a rhyme, bro. You need to rap this. I said, nah, it's not no rap.
Right.
Because I was good I went to Cardinal Ritter, so I was good in English and literature and stuff. So they showed me how to do run-on sentences and all that. So when he was reading it, it looked like it was a rap. But it really was a straight story for real.
Okay.
And he kept telling me, man, go ahead and rap it. Let me see how it sound when you rap it. Let me see how it sound when you rap it. And then I rapped it. He like, bro, do that. This you right here. Welcome writing them books. This you right here. So I wound up writing. I used to do a thing where I was like, I'm gonna see how versatile I am. So every different artist we used to find on the radio, and it was popping, I was trying to make a song that sounded like they'll rap it. And that's what helped me with my little delivery, my wordplay. It helped me with everything for real, because I listen to almost every artist. White, I listen to black, I listen to, if I can understand the language, I'm gonna listen to it.
Okay. All right. Hey,
That's what's up, man.
And I didn't tell your camera right here. So make sure you look in it. I know we talking. It'd be kind of hard too, because I do the same thing. But at least, you know, just give your audience your eyes sometimes. All right. Hey, that's what's up. I like that. I'm gonna bounce to Daddy Rich, man. What you think about that? What's your what?
Man, it sounds like the development stage of a real good artist. You know, because what I hear from what he's saying is he was a student of it first before he came off the porch. You know, and that in itself pays homage to who was doing it before you. So I like where you're going with that, man. Man.
All right. As an artist in today's world, do you feel like music serves a purpose, or are you still discovering what the purpose is?
Yeah, it serves a purpose. It do. Like, honestly, that's the reason why my name is Radio. Because when I used to be writing, I can turn on any radio station, I can make a song collide with it.
Okay.
Like a country song, I can pull out a song and I be like, look, turn that country beat on, I bet it's gonna sound right to it.
Okay.
If you turn a pop song on, I bet this song gonna sound right to it. Different songs, or it could be the same song.
Okay. And I now, and you let me know if I'm wrong, I'm starting to understand foreign Steppa. You know what I'm saying? So
stepping a little different.
Yeah, I'm starting to understand that. But explain that though. Explain that a little bit more to the people. Your name.
All right. So, like I said, originally it was Young Radio at first. It was like I'm young. Then when you turn on radio, it's original. Everything I do is original. My songs, if you hear a boy, you ain't gonna say that sound like it came out that song. You ain't gonna be able to compare none of my boys to another song at all, unless I dropped it and then you heard somebody else.
Okay.
Honestly. So it was Young Radio, and then I had probably like a year ago, I had did a show, and then somebody had pulled up on me, like a producer was like, I like that radio, but that's all they kept saying. They wasn't saying young. So it was like, all right, hold on, wait a minute. I need to keep something that's going to keep it relevant. I don't want nobody to half-step my name. So it was like, all right. So I asked my fans, I'm like, Radio Inc. It was Young Radio, Radio Foreign, and then it was Foreign Steppa. So I pitched it out there for like 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
And I just calculated all my results. And then once I narrowed it down, the more they had, like, because there was originally 4 names, I don't remember the other one. But I just narrowed it all the way down to what the fans chose. Well, I'm gonna say the supporter shows.
All day.
And I ain't put my all into it. I just let them help me out with it, cause y'all support me. Y'all like my music. I wanna see how it sound when y'all say my name. How y'all feel when y'all say my name.
Okay. I think you did a good job. Foreign Steppa. When I saw it, I'm like, okay, I like that. I want to see what he about. You know what I'm saying? So now that you heard and now that you explaining it, it definitely makes sense. All right. Daddy Rich?
Man, I'm just sitting here in awe because he gave me confirmation of one thing that nobody really trip off of. So yesterday, I tell my wife, I'm like, man, I want me a purple jogging suit. I see Foreign Steppa, I said, yeah, I picked that right. She found me one too. So hey, thanks for that confirmation, man. I love that purple on you, bro.
All day. When you write or perform, what message or energy are you trying to give to the people, and what's the impact you want to leave?
Honestly, I'm really just now. I'm gonna say I'm just now, but like a month ago, I caught on to what songs and what energy I should put into certain clubs.
Okay.
Because at first I was going off of like what my Instagram say or my Facebook say, oh, I like this song, when you gonna drop it? Because sometimes I would do a show or something and not drop the song yet.
Okay.
I just would let social media play on it. Let it be on social media, and if y'all really rock with me, see y'all come to the show. If y'all come to the show, I'm gonna see what lyrics you know. Because I'm gonna always do 2 songs that you know and 1 song you don't know.
Okay.
And then that really how I be doing it.
Okay.
And then like if I go in the club and like I probably already have a preset song I want to do. When I go in the club, I catch a vibe or something, and I be like, nah, this song might be too turned, or it might not be enough for them. I just go off the energy of the club.
Okay. All right.
Oh, strategic. I like that, man. Because a lot of people who get to doing music don't have that part of the strategy down. Like, you know, it's to read the room. That's a skill that can't be learned. You gotta already have that. You know, and I'm proud to see that you got that, man. Yeah, keep with the strategy, man. It's working for you.
All day. And talk to us more about like what type of impact you want to leave. Like what impact you want to leave when you done in the club or when they hear your music.
I want to be around him. Like that's the vibe I be wanting to get. Cause I ain't gonna care. When I be in the club, they already be kind of sick, like looking at me, but I'll be popping out with different girls, so they don't be knowing how to approach me.
Okay.
So like, it really be just like my partners bumping down on me, and then like certain girls will bump down on me, and they throw it off like, oh, I just heard your song, or when you gonna do a video? Cause I don't shoot no videos. I just drop music.
Okay.
So it just be a little different.
Okay. If you had to define your purpose in life and in music in one sentence, what would it be?
Just stay relevant.
Stay relevant.
I don't want to be the one that got to do too much on social media to try to keep my name relevant. I want to keep doing the same thing I've been doing, and then that's how I stay original versus trying to be fetching for different like energy or be clout chasing or something.
I like that. That's what's up. That's a good one.
He's dropping them jewels, y'all.
Talk to him. You hear me?
We ain't too old to pick nothing up from him.
Hell nah. We need that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you walking in that purpose every day, or is it still a gap between where you are and where you want to be?
I'm still walking into it, but it's still like a little gap though. Okay. It's still like little stuff that's outside of the music thing that's in a way.
Okay. Can you help us out? Let us know what type of stuff that is.
It's just, it really just my probation for real. My PO, he be on some lame shit. He be acting lame.
All right. Well, that's what probation officers do. Some of them, not all of them, though. What advice would you give to another artist or young person out here trying to find their purpose in the world, full of distractions?
Just use them distractions to motivate you for real.
Okay.
Like people don't even know. Like since I've been home, I probably only freestyle like 2 or 3 songs, but I freestyle a lot in the car.
Okay.
But when I was locked up, I got a manila envelope like this, a priority mail envelope like this, and it's all music in there.
Okay.
And none of them I wrote to an actual instrumental. I wrote it to like, what's crazy is all my, which I would say drill songs or sliding songs or something, I wrote them to either white people songs or love songs. And then my love songs, I wrote them to the street music, I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Wow.
Like trap and stuff. Like right now, if we was to turn on like a country song or something, I can come up with a hard little trap song or a hard little street song. If we turn on some street music or something, I can come up with a love song.
Okay.
I just like to be a little different. Something that's gonna keep me. If it distract me over here, it'll keep me focused over here. And that's what I be doing. Like I was locked up for 3, and when that little time, it took a little time for me to understand how to use them distractions. Cause I was locked up for 3, I ain't have a chance to come out. That was my distraction from the world.
Okay.
So with me still trying to be in tune with the world and be in the midst and stay afloat, I had to use my distraction right here to get right here.
Oh, damn.
That's what I did.
How much longer you got on probation?
Like 3 years.
3 more years. All right.
It's gonna be a lot of music piling up, I know.
Yeah.
Just from what he's saying.
I'm just a lot of people that I know that, man, I know some good people that came out of jail, man, and they saying exactly what you saying, like it helped them. You know what I'm saying? They not glorifying it or nothing like that. They just saying when they went in, they had time to focus on themselves way more than they normally did, and they like 3 years. Yours probably the shortest. I knew people that was in jail for 25 years, 15 years, and they also found out who was with them and who wasn't and all that. So it made them brilliant individuals like today. You know what I'm saying? So with you being in there for 3 years and coming out talking like how you talking, you're on the right track, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So keep that up. Also, man, I don't like to keep. You got something you want me to keep going?
No, keep going.
Let's talk about because I want to get your outlook on certain things that's going on in our country right now. Per se, let's go and talk about the Super Bowl. Before that, you know what I'm saying? I want to go all the way back to last year with Cat Williams coming out talking how he was talking. You remember that?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't even catch the Super Bowl this year or last year. I just caught like little bits and pieces of it.
Did you? I'm really talking about Kendrick performance.
Kendrick, I seen bits and pieces of it. I seen it like on social media. I ain't seen none of the game on TV.
Yeah, me either.
No highlights or nothing. I seen everything like on Facebook.
Okay.
Everybody was kind of like either going live or they were just sharing what they shared.
Right. But so you don't have no outlook on Kendrick performance at all?
I ain't really see it. I remember he did the Not Like Us. But
yeah, of course.
I seen probably like a 10-second, like when he first came out, he was running on the stage and stuff, moving around. That's all I seen. I ain't seen nothing else. I don't know what other song he did or nothing.
Are you a hip hop person?
Yeah.
All right, so that's why I'm asking you this. I guess we gray hairs now. You know what I'm saying? If you want to say it. So and this just me, man. I have Daddy Rich speak on his end. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I haven't been watching football since Kaepernick. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But I did want to see that performance. I didn't watch it during the Super Bowl. I waited like a week before to look at it because I don't be wanting to follow people trends because I'm a podcaster, so I be wanting to have my own outlook and judgment on it. It was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't listening to rap hip hop for a while because it just wasn't for me. I don't want to shit on people and how they get down, but it wasn't for me. But once Kendrick killed Drake, and let people know that it's hip hop, rap hip hop, whatever you want to call it. I know Daddy Rich said it should be different genres of hip hop, rap, you know what I'm saying? But Kendrick represents hip hop, art. Art. It's an art, not just somebody writing music and rapping it. Art. That's what that represented to me at the Super Bowl. He represented art. Something I haven't seen in so long. I ain't talking about wearing costumes and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like actual, real music real bars that make you think, not just fucking saying some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it did for me. Daddy Rich, what you think?
Man, I was, before all the commentary came out after, I'm talking about I'm watching it in real time, and I'm explaining to my wife what's going on, because she like, baby, I don't understand. I'm like, babe, it's a difference between rap and hip-hop. Hip-hop focus on the integrity of the artistry. So everything you see as far as those visuals of him performing has a message. And if you understand that hip-hop is connected to art, you can easily understand the messaging. After I explained that to her, I'm talking about real time while he doing it, she like, oh, okay, I get it, I see it now. I'm like, yeah, babe, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, like the next day, everybody started coming with their social media breakdowns, and I'm like, shit, you telling me something I already knew.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? From the 40 acres in the Muse, and is he about to do it? Because hip hop, when he was being threat of being sued for performing Not Like Us, and he still did it, that's automatically anti-establishment.
All day.
Like, you can't censor my artistry.
You can't.
That's why he did it. He didn't do it per se Drake-ish.
Yeah.
He did it because I'm anti-establishment. This is what hip-hop represents. This the art of it. But I'm going to do it tastefully. And he did it tastefully, man. When you take a man's ex and she performs with you, oh, this is messaging. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and then it wasn't the message of this his ex. It's the fact that it was a double dip of this his ex, and they tried to talk about her when she did it when she won at Wimbledon. Yeah. Right? Those 2-in-1s, like, you know, with the art of music, I like the double and triple entendres that's used. Meaning, you know, you use those words or those phrases that mean more than one thing. It all depends on your perception. That's the art of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, I got it. I understood as soon as he was doing it. I'm like, oh, you a bad man, Kendrick.
Hey, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You chose that platform to do that? Oh, that's big. That's when you, like people say, man, we got these big platforms, we don't use it for the right reason. He did that day. You know what I'm saying? You had millions of people tuning in to watch the message, and most of them missed it. Most of them said, oh, man, this was the worst, because you don't understand the art that's attached to hip-hop.
Man.
If you understood that, you like, oh, okay, I understand why he did that and why it was this, and everything had a meaning to it. So I loved it, man. Shout out to Kendrick.
Oh, dang. What you wanted to jump in there? Go ahead. Go ahead,
I was
bro.
gonna say that song was kind of like a little moment, like when he came out with that "Don't Kill My Vibe."
Oh yeah. He had a whole.
When I heard that, Not Like Us, that's all I was thinking about.
Okay.
Don't Kill My Vibe. It gave the same energy, the same message for real, because he had a message for one of his homeboys in that song.
Yeah, yeah. Man, and it's crazy to me that Not Like Us, I'm going to be honest, and I'm being honest for myself. I looked at it as a diss. It did. If it wasn't a diss, I thought people wasn't going to like the song. I didn't think people was going to like it as much as they liked that song. I didn't think it was going to blow up like that.
Yeah, I ain't going to lie. I thought they was going to be on Drake's side.
Yeah.
I thought, because I ain't going to count. Every time when something happened with Drake, it's always a whole group of people that be like, but you can't talk about Drake. You can't talk about Drake. Drake, he do make good music. But at the same time, he not who he live up to be. And that's what make the problem.
There you go. And I think it's and that is the imitation of life too. It's a lot of people, and I'm talking about here, everywhere, that's talking like they that when they're not. And it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay to do it in the crib. Not out of public, because anybody can see you. Right now, if you say you stand on business, I beat this, I beat that, and then you let somebody that's smaller than me come and handle you, what do you be doing? you beat the pavement. You gonna be able to beat the pavement when you can't live up to what you said in a song, on live, on a post, or anything.
True that.
Phone Steppa, y'all heard?
Yeah, I heard.
Dropping jewels
all day. That's what we like. That's what we like, man. Is there anything else you wanna? I'm through with my questions. You got some questions?
Yeah, like you know, what's your inspiration?
Really, I ain't gonna lie. Any of my songs right now, if you tell any of my songs, I got 3 kids. The youngest one is gonna be 2 in September, and my oldest one gonna be 6 in July.
Okay.
All 3 of my kids know my songs.
Okay.
All of them. They hear the beat, that's your song, and they know the lyrics. They do a certain dance to it. They be trying to do whatever I do. Yeah, my son be telling me, he said, "Why you didn't take me to the studio?" I said, "You wanna make a song with me?" "No, I just wanna hear you rap." I just wanna hear you rap.
That's real love, man.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
From the mouth of babes. Yeah, man.
What you got coming up next?
I'm supposed to be doing. I need to tap back in with DJ Tab, but like my probation. That's why I still my probation be interfering with certain things. Like my PO been on some lane. He still acting lame.
Well, he ain't. What you mean by that?
He be sick, like scaring me to have me thinking I'm finna go to jail. So like certain shows I don't be able to book for him. Like I'm supposed to do Wibby on at the Marquee on the 3rd.
Okay.
But if my PO get on some lame shit and book me before the 3rd, then I won't be able to do the show.
Oh.
Yeah, he act like that. Like I had some stuff out of town. I had some at Chicago. I had some in Atlanta, and I had some down in Florida. But he won't let me go out of town. Yeah, he be on some.
But he can't. And I'm just. I don't know your whole situation. But why couldn't you do shows in Missouri? Period.
No,
I know you can't go out of town.
I can, but the thing is, he be trying to. When I go and see him, he be making it seem like that. The next vision always going. I'm getting locked up. That's how he make it sound.
Why is that?
Because since I've been on probation, I haven't had no job, but I do tattoos. I cut hair.
I get what you're saying.
So how he feels is I shouldn't do tattoos without a license. But my thing is, if I got people that's coming to me and they want to support me, you can't. Why are you trying to stop that?
Yeah.
So he be on there. He know I got everything.
Yeah.
Keep everything sanitized. I got tattoo artists behind me to vouch for me. But he feel like, oh, you need to have your license and be in the shop.
Well, you ain't got to be in the shop. Why you won't get your license though?
I've been working towards it, but like they be like certain artists be like, oh, come to my shop, and then if you come, like the apprenticeship thing, is either you work for free or you pay.
There, yeah, yeah.
So how they be trying to do it? Like one of them told me getting him $250 every week.
But you working for free?
No, I get paid, but he want $250 a week for the booth rental.
I got you.
But the apprenticeship is only $5,000. He told me he want me to be there for a year and a half.
Okay.
A year and a half. If it's only $5,000 to pay for it, then within 5 months I have it paid off.
Okay.
So
but he want you to be there a year and a half.
3-4 times of how much it
so
costs.
If you, because I'm working with you, I like what you. So if you pay it off in 5 months.
Nah, he don't want me to do that. He don't want me to do like installment payments.
Let me finish. Cause if you do it off in 5 months and stay there, how much would you? So let's just say you pay $5,000 period. How much will you be paying for a booth after that?
Whatever he say, for real. Different artists be having different prices. Some of them be wanting $1,000 a week. I mean $1,000 a month, $500 a month, a couple hundred. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to hook you up with one of my peoples. They got whatchamacallit, but I don't know how they get down. So $5,000 to get your license. What's the time frame normally?
Really, if you come with the $5,000 up front, it boosts you past everything. They'll put you in front of the right people to do all your tests, because it's like 7 tests you gotta take. But they don't take that long. There's like 20-30 minutes for each test. And then because you gotta do the OSHA, you gotta do I forgot, it's something almost like press blood or something.
Okay.
You gotta have that. You gotta have they gotta make sure you know how to clean all your equipment. It's just like certain little tests. They don't really take long, but it's just a tedious thing.
But all you need is the $5,000. Alright, I'm gonna put this in there. Fuck what everybody else saying. You got clients already, right? Get your $5,000. Get your $5,000. Get your $5 grand. And you said it's easy, not the $5 grand part, but I think that's gonna be easy for you if you got clients and you ain't paying no booth fee. You know what I'm saying? Do you got your equipment?
Yeah, I got everything.
Man, fuck them. You ain't gotta tell no motherfucker you doing. Hey, I ain't doing tattoos no more. Get your $5 grand.
Show 'em, bro. Hey man, my old dude used to have this saying, "I'll show you better than I can tell you."
You hear
Show
me,
'em, bro? Show 'em, man.
And you already
You'd
got
be
it.
surprised what's already working out in your favor. When you take that one step, as we believe as Christians, God go to these places and prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemy. Even your PO don't have to do as what God say. But just know, all blessings come from Him. All talents come from Him. You gotta, as Proverbs 3:6 say, in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. It's real, man. That's living word. You know what I'm saying? When you get that in you, you take that one step, He already there before you, man, because no matter what you did, you'll never be disconnected from the love of God. No matter what you did, even the worst thing you did won't connect you from the love of God, man. You just got to know and believe and have faith in Him that He's going to do this, because it's God who pricks the hearts of man. And God is not a man that He should lie. I'm trying to really speak some life into you right now, because the word also said it's some ways that seem right to man but lead to destruction. And those are ways that are outside of the will of God. Man, just take God with you wherever you go and watch. He gonna show you who He is. You feel me? And I'm speaking life into you, brother. Straight up, man. Straight up.
All day. I'm glad you brought that up, man, because we gonna pray on that for you to get that, man. Because if you say it's easy to do the learning and getting the license, and all you need is the $5 grand, get that, man. That's what you focus on, and don't fuck your PO. Don't tell them what you doing, and whoever trying to keep their thumb on you, that's what they trying to do. Now I say this, man. It all depends on, I ain't living your life, so I mean, a year and a half, I depending on how bad I want it, I get it, because you probably can get the $5 grand with that. You know what I'm saying?
I can get it fast. But they just, some of the artists do, like I told you, they do be playing though.
Yeah,
some of them be on some, you can come and work for free, then they get on the, we don't have no more apprenticeship open.
Nah, see, we don't do that.
Really, because really, well, if I had the little certificate saying that I can do tattoos, that's really what I need, and I can go do everything else on my own.
Okay.
I just need that little certificate.
Get it. You got it. We gonna say that right now.
Yeah, man. We gonna speak that thing
all day. I'm gonna go ahead. So, if they want to find your music, if they want to get in touch with you, man, where can they find you at?
I'm on all platforms under Foreign Steppa, FOREIGNNSTEPPA. Foreign Steppa on Instagram, Foreign Steppa on Facebook. Really on all music platforms too. I'm on Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify. I don't even know all of it. Pandora. I'm on everything right now.
Who you going through?
DistroKid.
Well, we the same thing.
Right
Okay. All DistroKid platforms. Okay. All right. All right.
P.O., show this young man some grace, man.
Real talk.
You wanna holler at me, holler at me.
You hear me?
We can talk
all day. And, we gon' after this, man, we're gonna let you go. But you always welcome to come here. You always welcome to reach out to us. We have platforms too. You know what I'm saying? I throw events. You know what I'm saying? Me and Daddy Rich, we on Fam ENT. And so if you want to reach out to us, you can. Candace, am I saying her name? KB, she
cupcakes.
Yeah, she been a long supporter of mine, and she know I don't really, I can say this, I don't really deal with a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? But if she called, I fuck with her.
She had, look, what's crazy? She had texted me and was like, I know I ain't running by you, but how you feel about going on another podcast? Because I did the one with Zoe Vanguard, too.
Okay, yep.
And she was like, yeah, he really don't too much like dealing with art. He do his own thing. But I told him that you would be a good fit for the show.
All day. She wasn't lying.
Ain't that Odie wife?
Who?
Ain't that King Odie wife?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's his wife, but I know they. No. I think they just cool.
That's my guy, man.
That's
King
old
Odie. Yeah.
That's my old dude. That's one of his close friends.
Yeah, man. Good guy, man. The real STL legend. He one of them.
Oh, you be
straight
reaching out
up.
to me?
Yeah. Shout out to Odie, man.
All day, man. Hey, Foreign Steppa, man, we appreciate you coming on, being candid with us. We're going to look forward to another one. You know what I'm saying? And then, this is what I was going to do. Villagers, Soldier by Bloods, what's y'all purpose? Are you living it? You chasing it? Or still figuring it out? Call in or drop a comment. We want to hear from you, man. Another shout out to Foreign Steppa. We about to go to we're about to go to a quick break. Then we'll be coming right back.
She said she like the ride. She slid in my ride. Like some honey, got me lost in the mood. She slid in my ride. She say she like the ride. Look sexy, a model. Instagram rich, put that on the Bible. She gon' get this. She say she like the ride. She slid in my ride. Hop in the whip, baby girl. You know we good. No Diddy, no Drake, let's get that understood. Might be some baby auto, a little smack and a little tussling, no fist, no. You know what's happening. Take a week off, queen. We going